Threw away your love letters. I thought it'd make you feel better. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the King Can't Wait TV. How's everybody doing on this lovely Monday morning? Y'all know I'm off Sundays and Mondays. God is good. So I've just been able to catch up on a lot of my shows and things like that. And I literally just finished GSTATUS. What's up, TJ Naturally? I just finished GSTATUS maybe about 30 minutes ago. So I was like, oh, fuck. I'll just go live and do the review, you know? So, smoke me bleezy. Watch the show. Hey, John Jordan 4. Yes, I can say that this was one of my favorite episodes. This episode so far has been one of my favorites for a lot of different reasons. And even though I do feel like there's some type of like storyline, like it's just like all over the place, I think that with part 2 of episode 6, we're gonna get into like a real storyline with Sherrod and Devon. So I'm here for that. And I'm just like, okay, well, let's just get through this so we can get, you know, to the meat and the potatoes, you know, the storyline of the century that I know a lot of us are waiting to see, that we just can't wait to fucking see. Pura. What's up, 7 baby 19? But at the end of the day, I do feel like the show is still, regardless of storyline and this and that and all that, the production of it is just sickening. So it's kind of like you give and you take, you know? So even though the storylines might be a little bit misconstrued right now, the production value, quality, totally makes up for that. So it makes sense. And I get it. We love it here at the King Can't Wait TV. So we'll just hop right on into the review. Again, this is GSTATUS ATL Hustle, Season 2. Hey, Rainstorm, Episode 6, Part 1. And another thing, while the episodes keep being broken down in Part 1, Part 2, Part 1, Part 2. And I didn't know you guys were a bi-weekly show. I love that you guys went ahead and let us know that, because I do see a lot of people always annoyed and agitated because it happens every 2 weeks. But I know a lot of people watch a lot of shows on YouTube in the LGBTQ plus world, and these shows, you know, they deliver every week. So I do think GSTATUS should do the same. I just feel like like every 2 weeks, it just drags it out, and we just want to see it, get to it, you know, watch you guys' reunion, and just move forward. So anyways, the episode opens up with the fight. OMG, OMG, OMG. We see Delicious and the King, you know, they're throwing them bowls, they're knocking the boots. Run up, get done up. Run up, get done up. So we totally see all of that going on. It's just a lot. And honestly, thank you guys for showing us that again, because the second time I saw Sherrod pulling Delicious back, and Sherrod is just like, no. So it is just quite comical. It was just hilarious. I talked about the importance of the fight in my last review, so I'm not going to get into that again about the fight. But I just appreciate being able to see it again and just see them, you know, do their whole fist pumping thing. And we were gagging here at the King Can't Wait TV. But I just didn't remember Sherrod being there breaking the entire situation up. So that completely left me gooped and gagged. Ike and Tramiel, they pretty much talk to the side, and Tramiel just seems pretty much annoyed. He seems pretty much over the entire situation. Ike is really sitting there trying to have a conversation with Tramel, and Tramel is being extremely standoffish and, a bit nasty. In Tramel's defense, he was working. And then he said here at the King Can't Wait TV during his interview, you guys were focused on the drama and the mess, and y'all didn't really get me in here working and networking, and that's what you guys were there for at the end of the day. So I feel like a lot of emotions were going through Tramel. Like I done booked this event. My channel has booked this event. The corporate mouth has booked this event, and you guys aren't really getting the corporate mouth at this event. So I think Tramel was annoyed. He was hurt. He was, just literally all over the place with his emotions. And that came off with him being very, to little Ike. Ike is just like, girl, it was very much. Y'all remember on Chasing Dallas when me and Rock had that scene at the sex shop, and Rock was just like, don't call me girl, don't call me girl, don't call me girl. And I was just like, okay, you don't want to be called girl, okay. It was kind of giving that, because Tramel is just very stank walk with it, and Ike is like, hold on, I'm not coming for you. It's no tea, it's no shade. Sherrod pulled me aside earlier, and I just want to let you know, okay? I said, it didn't work out between us, but we're good girlfriends. Like, we can kiki. But like I said, I feel like Tramel, it was more than just the cast members who pissed him off that night. And you can so see it. It's so there. It's so present in that moment with Tramel and Ike. And you can just really feel the aggression and the annoyance of it all. Next we see Wise Delicious walking up on our guy. So you got Tramel and Ike sitting here having this awkward back and forth situation. Ike is still trying to be nice and loving. Tramel is being very standoffish. Next we have Delicious. She's walking up on our guy. Our guy got his pocketbook, and he's like, girl, I'm not trying to fight. You're like being aggressive. You're like being aggressive. You're like being aggressive. You're being aggressive. And I'm just like, oh my God, so Delicious, what is really going on? Like, you and Akeem, y'all done did what you guys did. And it is what it is, okay? You did it. Why are you still walking up on our guy? Like, the situation has been dead. I'm sure production has already talked to you. Production is really trying to get her calm down. There's a lady who grabbed Delicious, and the lady was like, we've had enough. We tired. It's through, and I just kind of feel like, okay, women, whether you are cisgendered or you are a transgendered woman, you have to stop trying to fight these people who identify as men. If you are a woman, you identify as woman. Stop trying to fight men. Because just like Mama D told our guy in their scene, I'm going to give a man all I got, which isn't right, but I know I can't beat no man. Yeah, you can't beat a man at the end of the day. So we just have to, now shit now. I'm over it. Y'all better get some type of, fall in line, girls. Fall in line and just remember why you guys are there. Take the platform and run with it, okay? We've had enough. Our guy's over it. Next we see our guy in his confessional. He's giving Wakanda forever. R.I.P. to T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman. He passed away from cancer. So I kind of felt like that was needed. Now, I don't know if our guy just recently filmed that confessional due to all of this. Or you guys are really trying to push the Black Lives Matter movement. If he just shot that confessional, it was brilliant. But if it was just to be doing something back in the day, I mean, when you guys were filming, it's kind of like, okay, so out of all your looks, you chose Wakanda. But nonetheless, we were here for the Wakanda tease. I know a lot of people were not here for it, but I actually enjoyed it. What I didn't enjoy was Charlie's hoodie shimmery thing. It reminded me something, and I hate to keep going back to Chasing Dallas, but it reminded me of something that Reese wore in his confessionals on that episode, on that season of season 2, like the hooded shiny garment. So I was just like, okay, all right. So Sherrod and Ike, they eventually. Sorry, Sherrod and Tramiel, they eventually have a convo. They get to talk. Ike pulls Tramiel there to have a conversation with Sherrod. And pretty much Sherrod and Tramiel, they just discuss their grievances. And, it's pretty much, well, you said this and I said that. Well, you did this, so I did that. So it's very back and forth. Tramiel had a total Candace Dillard, Real Housewives of Potomac moment when he's telling Ike, well, I'm not interested in having a conversation with him amongst the circle. I'm not interested in having a conversation with him amongst the circle. I'm not interested in having a conversation with Sherrod amongst the table. So I was here for them to have a conversation. It doesn't seem like they'll ever be like friends. I felt like Tramiel said, that season 1 sit down. And Tramiel, when he was like going in on Sherrod and his confessionals on season 1, Sherrod and versus, Tramiel and one of Tramiel's closest ex-friends, Corday, it's just a lot. So, I don't really see them coming back from that. But I do think y'all can be cordial because it's really not that big of a deal. And I do want to applaud Sherrod because at the 17-minute and 22-second mark, when Sherrod was just really sitting there saying, yes, it's this, yes, it's that. Like, when you're being judged by an entire group of people, it makes you a bitch. Is this, is that. Like, that is some real shit. That is the truth. When you're in these situations and then you just have, like, you have not one but two, but you have the whole cast coming at you, it is a lot. It does become frustrating. It does become overwhelming. So you do have to be strong. You do have to at the end of the day know who the fuck you are, period. But that ain't mean you gotta go out here and throw them balls and do this and do that. So you can have a conversation and use your words and get to the bottom of the ordeal. So I just say that to say that I felt Sherrod in that moment. If you guys go back and watch the episode and fast forward to the 17-minute and 22-second mark when Sherrod was delivering that wholesome monologue, and it's like, look at Sherrod, you really can make sense and you really can, have a real life, honest to God, real opinion, and it makes sense. And I went in for that because that shit will make you aggressive, and you don't mean to be aggressive, but it's like, damn, so many people coming at you, you have no choice but to be aggressive. And I can say that because I can speak to that, because I've been in situations like that where the only thing you can do is be aggressive and is read and go for the jugular. Tramiel said that I'm not a prostitute, Sherrod. You said that I'm a prostitute. Don't call me a prostitute. It's just not the truth. Not only that, but you're just going around telling everybody that you do not like me, and you're even telling people who are my friends. So it just puts me in a bad, mean space when I hear those things, Sherrod, because I don't care that you don't like me. I just don't want you to talk about me, okay? So that's Tramiel's feelings. Sherrod was just like, well, you've said things, I've said things. Let's just move forward. Like I said, it does seem like they could move forward and not necessarily be sisters, or brethren, but I do feel like they could just be cordial and keep it moving. Delicious came over there trying to get them to calm down and move forward. I love what Tramiel and Sherrod both said. Like, hold on, you just got through turning up and then, chasing our guy out the parking lot, let us have our moment. Let us discuss our situation. Let us kiki. But I also want to know this. Who was for in the background kikiing with? The one that had that pastel colored jacket on? I think it was a pastel blue. It was a pastel turquoise. Who was that for? Was in the background kikiing with and looking all in the phones and having a nice little conversation? Is there anybody who was there, who's watching right now, who was for in the background kikiing with? Because I like that jacket. Well, Mark E, I did just say that. I did say that Sherrod was still holding on to the things that Tremel said about him from their season 1 sit down. Yes, I mean, I just talked about that. The entire season 1 cast was literally coming at this boy for doing that. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I am King Cain. I did an interview with Sherrod where I just let his ass know, like, look, bro, if you do what you do, you do what you do. Own that shit. Y'all think a bitch can hurt me by, coming at me about something that I own, something that I know I do, something that I really don't give a fuck about? Like, at the end of the day, can't nobody read you and try to roast you about something that you accept, something that you own, something that, it is what it is. Like, bitch, and, like, you're not, like, come on now, us who are in this LGBTQ plus community, does it really hurt our feelings when somebody's like, oh, you gay? When a straight person like, oh, you gay? It's kind of like, okay, come with something else. This I know to be true. I don't know. But if anybody's on here who knows who that guy in that jacket was, I'm looking at these comments. Not a timestamp. Yes, bitch. Tremel was so pressed but had no problem saying the same things about Sherrod. Yeah. I don't know. But if you guys know who the hell that dude was, because I like his jacket. I feel like his jacket was super cute and I was here for it. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much, Ike and all that. We talked about prostitute gate. Tremel is not a prostitute. We'll leave it at that. So the next scene, I just see a whole lot of people with a different type of energy, a different type of swag. Everybody's turning up, they're pussy popping, they're having a great time. And I'm just like, where y'all at? Like, this seems like an awkward bunch. But next we see that, they're in New York and Charlie is performing for Afro punk and Charlie's doing his thing. He's having a good time. Did y'all see Charlie when Charlie took off his jacket? Did y'all see Charlie when Charlie took off that jacket? Did y'all see the physique? It's the melanin for me. It's the essence of the dark skin for me. It's the essence of the dark skin for me. So, he had a great performance. He did him. He was down there trying to give us a 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, 6. But I think Roman has that, on lock when it comes to the cat. And I'm okay, I think Roman pretty much has that sewed up. But it was cute. Charlie gave us a little duck walk situation. But all in all, I think, Charlie has great performance quality and he does good when he performs live. Next, we see Roman. We haven't saw Roman in a few episodes. So Roman, he's back. He's going to the studio. One thing that I will say about Roman, besides the fact that, physically he's everything, I like Roman's less is more approach when it comes to like his confessional looks, when it comes to him in the scenes. Roman is always going to be cute. But he's always going to be dressed down. Like, it's simple, but it's just the little minor details. Like, okay, I'm going to put this long sleeve white, turtleneck on, but let me give you my diamond necklace. Let me give you, a vest situation, but nothing extra. Let me give you, a clean cut fade, simple stud earrings. Let me give you an Adidas bucket hat, with some simple pants, a cute top. I'm in the studio, a cute graphic tee, so. And I think, I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but Roman has it like a cute little less is more approach to fashion. Is very much like, it kind of gives me premiere, and I love that. Like, it's so like, I'm gonna give you something, but I ain't doing too fucking much, but I'm still here, I'm sitting, and I'm very much present. So, Roman is doing music as well. He has a song out called Money Heist. That's the name of his single, and he was working on it in the studio. He was dropping beats. And he's just doing him, and that's just pure poo. And while I'm on Roman, because the show was like 57 minutes, so I watched to the end where you guys were showing like the outtakes and the bloopers and the this and the that. And we saw Roman, he went on to say, like, a lot of people like don't understand why I do music, but I enjoy music, and I have multiple talents. I'm a multiple talented person, and you can't, what did he say? Let me go so I can say it right. He said you don't have to stick to one talent. And I was just like, that is just so true. Like, pure, like, if you have more than one talent, use all of your different talents, because a lot of people are not multi-talented. And I really wish that would have been in his confessional on the episode when he was actually at the studio talking about, when he was at the studio talking about, doing music and this, that, and the third. I feel like he elaborated more on the little outtake, and I appreciate you guys for putting that in there. But I just felt like it would have landed a little more had it been in his confessional. Yeah, I just love that whole moment, because that's just some real shit. Like, there's people out here with multiple talents. Like, you can't make a bitch just stick to one thing. Like, bitch, if I have multiple talents, and I say this and I preach this all the time, just on my channel in general, do whatever you feel. Do whatever makes you feel good, okay? Poo. Anywho, moving on. Sherrod, he's doing the Walk Fashion Show. We see Lando again. Lando is there with him. Seems like these guys are getting prepared for the Walk Fashion Show. Production played in Tramiel's face, then wanted him to film a scene he didn't sign up for. Oh, hey, Tramiel, thanks for being here. I actually just got through talking about your scene and your moment, and how I felt like you were just pretty much annoyed by production not catching you inside working at the event, but they caught all of the, foolala. Shout out to Gardini, foolala. So, yeah, we just pretty much discussed that, but thank you for being here. So Sherrod and Lando, they're at the Walk Fashion Show, and Sherrod opened up about, being born with a birth defect, and he told me this in our interview, and I was just like, oh my God, like, I never noticed, never knew that, he had any type of deformality, because it really doesn't just poke out. And then he said that, like, the bones in his fingers and his hands they didn't really form. So it kind of like created like this kind of like look. But you honestly really can't tell unless you just staring at it and you just focused on it. Sherrod also opened up and said that he had to grow into his looks, but the flashback picture, Sherrod, you've always been handsome. Sherrod is a very handsome guy. Like, now, honestly, a lot of the people on the cast are extremely handsome. So, he fits right in. So when he said he had to grow into his features, I don't really think so. Boy, you been cute, pure poo. But he's just talking about, like, how you have to overcome your insecurities and still be a bad bitch to yourself at the end of the day and love yourself. So yeah, I get that. Moving on, Redrick is doing another client. She's a boutique owner, designer, etc. Next we see Akeem. And he's pretty much with his mom going to see his dad. His dad committed suicide when the dad was 21. So it just, I love how this moment was just so beautiful. It was so beautifully portrayed. It was an insight to Akeem and why he is the way he is. I'm telling y'all, a lot of us, we are fucked up because of our childhood, because of things our parents did. No, maybe a lot of our parents didn't commit suicide, but a lot of our parents really got us fucked up, and we all need to heal from our childhood past traumas. So I do appreciate, Akeem in production for showing this and showing like, damn, how his mama, you know, he opened up about how his mama walked in and the daddy was smiling and shot himself, and it was just very graphic. And Akeem has another brother who was in the restroom as well when this happened, and Akeem is just opening up about how he really didn't want to attack Delicious and how he felt bad, but you're saying these things and then you have this weapon, and it's just like, girl, you're doing too much. So I had to be the bitch to stop the melee. I had to be the bitch to stop the foolala-ness of it all. So, it just, you have to learn people and deal with people how they come. You can't try to change every bitch you meet. You can't try to judge every bitch you meet. Sometimes you just gotta let people be who they are, be who they think they are, and just let them maneuver how they maneuver, especially if they're not coming for you or doing anything to you. But I do feel like in that scene we did get a little comedy because they were squatted down, paying their love and respects, at the actual grave. And Akeem, Mama J, she said, "My knees hurt." I said, "Okay, Akeem, you got your mama out here squatting, child." Mama said her knees hurt, baby. Mama said, "Let me stand up and we can finish the scene." Poo. So I really went in for that. Like I said, I just feel like this scene was just very real. It was just honestly some real shit. I love when Akeem said that his mom is an amazing black queen. I said, yes, bitch, you better know who your mom is. And you better, know what time it is. And that's just on pure poo. That's your motherfucking mama. That's your mama, queen. So, yes, Akeem. Oh my God. I think the next people I'm gonna invite over here will be Redrick, Akeem, Redrick and Akeem. I definitely want them to come over to the King Can't Wait TV because I really want to talk to you guys and really get to know you guys a little more. Because who would have known that Akeem done went through all that shit? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, our guy, he's doing Mama D's makeup. Him and Mama D, they've been very close for quite some time. He said that when he was here at the King Can't Wait TV. And honestly, everything that our guy was saying about Mama D and his confessional and just about their relationship, he said here. So we see that their relationship is actually genuine. We see that Mama D is just being Mama D, her crazy cuckoo self. Mama D is Mama D, and we are gagging Mama D here at the King Can't Wait TV. Because we all know Mama D is infamous. Mama D is crazy. Mama D said, yes, she is a bitch. BICTH. Okay, we know Mama D is iconic, and Mama D is a total goof. But her and our guy, they were really having a heart-to-heart moment, and our guy just letting her know, yes, this girl on here, she's trans, and, she don't follow boys. She was trying to run up on me, and she using the N-word, and it's like, you can't touch her, you can't say nothing, can't do nothing. And then Mama D like, yeah, because you'll be transphobic. And I love how Mama D was, bringing up her show, and, she mentioned how Karen, and y'all know KK is like a real bitch, and like this, that, and the third. And she mentioned Thunder Thigh CC. Y'all know when I do my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reviews, I roast Bambi's mom, Thunder Thigh CC, her big thighs. So Mama D was pretty much like, yeah, that bitch, she tried to do this, she tried to do that, and girl, don't come for me, don't come for the queen, period. So her and our guy, they're having this, reality TV moment about their co-stars and such. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching that. They talk about everything he's gone through. and their shows, and that's pretty much that. Next we see is our guy's birthday, and oh my god, our guy is so damn handsome at his birthday party. Our guy is so damn fine to me. When our guy, you see, I have to pull my shirt up when I talk about this. Let's show a little thigh. When our guy is a boy, and when our guy is giving boy tease, you know, because he did say here he gives whatever he wants to give whenever he feels like he wants to give it. But when our guy is giving me man with the braids, the man bun, you know, he's daddy, you know, it's like, oh, my thigh is out. Oh, I'm sorry, our guy. You know what I'm saying? But our guy is very handsome at his birthday party. It's his birthday. Roman's there. Roman has a cute little two-piece on. When I say two-piece, I mean like a cute top and bottom that matches. Akeem is there. Charlie, we saw Charlie hanging out in the pool, showing off his sickening physique. Charlie got chest, Charlie got arms, Charlie got legs, and Charlie got thighs, baby. Oh, excuse me, Charlie. Oh, my God, my skirt just keeps rising up. But, so everybody's hanging out at our guy's party. Next, we see Lando and Akeem. They're having a conversation. And Akeem is just pretty much like, okay, bitch, like, I'm here at this boy's party. I'm not trying to have a situation with you. What is going on? Because you spoke to me. And, I mean, I spoke to you when I walked into the party, but you didn't say anything to me. You didn't give me life. You didn't speak to me. You didn't address me correctly, Dr. Wendy. You know, so it's just kind of like a problem. There's an issue there for me. And this is where I feel like it's just kind of unfair for Lando, because Lando doesn't have a confessional. He doesn't have a green screen. And I feel like if he did shoot some green screens, or if he hasn't, it would just make sense, and it's only right to give Lando his moment and let him have his confessional. Let him speak about how he feels. Why didn't he show Akeem love when Akeem spoke to him at the birthday party? Why did he feel a certain type of way? You know, because it does seem like Lando just throwing the cake in Akeem's face. It just seems like Lando is doing it out the blue for no reason. I know different. If you watch my interview with Lando, then you'll understand and see why he was so aggressive. But on the actual show, I'm reviewing the actual show, it just seemed like Lando, excuse me, did that out the blue for no reason. So it's kind of like, give Lando his moment, give him, there's no reason I shouldn't be at 25 likes at this point. But there's no reason why Lando doesn't have his confessionals. Like, come on now, production. Y'all got to give him his chance. Give him his moment to say what he got to say, because we want to know, why you not here for Akeem? What made you put the cake in his face? How close are you and Delicious? What offended you about the whole situation? Like, we can't just have him over here turning up and we don't understand what's going on, Pud. Now, that's just the reality TV connoisseur in me. You know, everybody deserves a confessional. If you're involved in something, say what the fuck you gotta say. That's it. Thank y'all. Oh, y'all really can't. Thanks. See, this is why I fucks with my Caniacs. Because you guys listen. You guys pay attention. You guys totally understand it. Anywho, yeah, so, you know, Lando and Akeem, they're pretty much sitting there talking, and Akeem is just like, well, no, because you only got Delicious point of view. You need to get my point of view, and then you make your decisions. Like, you're really just trying to sit there, and you're coming for me. You know, I'm a Libra. You know, it has to be balanced. Like, what's going on here? What is the issue? What is the problem? You know, and, you know, I kind of feel where Akeem has come from in the scene. Like, okay, you're being mad aggressive over my situation. Like, hear me out. Let me talk about it. But in Lando's defense, he's just like, that's my friend. She is a female, and you will not disrespect a female in my presence, or a female that I'm cool with. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong, we have another Delicious and Brandon situation where, okay, are you defending your friend to the point where it's causing you havoc and causing you discomfort? Sometimes you just gotta let people fight their own battles as well. So yeah, they did that, and we even heard Lando saying, yeah, bitch, you want to fight her? Fight me. fight a man. So Akeem is just like, suck a dick, eat a pussy, suck a dick, eat a pussy. Ooh, my fucking skirt just keeps rising up. It's so trashy. So anyways, that's pretty much my review over G-Status ATL Hustle, Season 2, Episode 6, Part 1. I'm just ready to get into the whole real, authentic, true storyline of the season. I'm ready to see that. I also want to see Charlie and Delicious together, back in the same scene together, because we want to know what's going on. Are you guys okay? Is there some, Charlie even mentioned that he wants to apologize to her. He wants to move forward. You said some things and I said some things. So that's just that, okay? So anyway, guys, that's my review over G-Status ATL Hustle, Season 2, Episode 6, Part 1. You guys, please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. Tell your coworkers. Tell your good Judies. Like, you ain't got to watch me. All you got to do is just play it and listen. And you're going to get the same effect as if you were here in person, gagging with me here at the King Cain TV. All right, you guys. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay being your own goddamn self. Stay knowing who you are. And just remain that girl if you feel like you're that girl. Okay? Bye-bye.